Welcome back. I'm prepared to be bedazzled because today I'm going to be shedding light on why working most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand will never provide a person with enough money to be able to afford to attain an extremely low standard of living. So why does this happen to be the case, you may ask? Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my grief, much to my agony, much to my agitation, and much to my irritation, most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand are often deemed to be highly time-depleting, debilitating, minimum wage, dispiriting, unfulfilling, undesirable, harrowing, distressful, brutally wretched, and if it be agonizing, dead-end jobs that not only dispossess an employee out of almost over sacrosanct time, but that also did not furnish him with anything close to even one-fourth of a subsistence wage for furthering housing. Furthermore, most real private sector employers are keen on not offering any benefits nor pensions to their real private sector employees. Moreover, almost all the profits that companies generate are reserved for its executives, its external directors, and its shareholders. So, to recapitulate, if your emolument is capped at the minimum wage threshold, then you will simply not earn enough fiat currency by working most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand to be able to cover the total cost that is associated with attaining an extremely low standard of living, which can unequivocally be sizable in this control market economy. In order to attain an extremely low standard of living, a person needs to earn enough fiat currency to not only be able to afford to pay the perpetually recurring rental fee, but also needs to earn enough fiat currency to be able to afford to purchase a vehicle, purchase functional vehicle parts, incessantly purchase food, incessantly purchase fuel, and incessantly purchase oil. Furthermore, in addition to being able to cover the aforementioned expenses, in order to be able to afford to attain an extremely low standard of living, a person also needs to earn enough fiat currency to be able to afford to pay the perpetually recurring exorbitant auto insurance premium, pay the perpetually recurring driver's license renewal fee, pay the perpetually recurring exorbitant vehicle registration fee, pay the perpetually recurring tire rotation fee, pay the perpetually recurring internet subscription service fee, and pay the perpetually recurring smartphone subscription service fee. So, while you may be able to cover some of the aforementioned costs that are subsumed under the attainment of an extremely low standard of living, you will not be able to afford to cover all the aforementioned costs that are associated with attaining an extremely low standard of living if you are working most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand that cap your remuneration at the minimum wage threshold. The minimum wage will furnish you with a negligible amount of purchasing power. In this control market economy in which the cost of living is exorbitant and hyperinflated, you cannot afford to attain an extremely low standard of living if your pay grade is at the minimum wage threshold. It's not lofty enough, it's not steep enough, it's not sizable enough to be able to afford to even temporarily attain an extremely low standard of living. So I hope that you deem this video to be riveting, captivating, mesmerizing, insightful, intriguing, engrossing, and amusing. I hope that you're entrenched in the unholy epicness. Thanks for watching. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.